Hello friends and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sony and today we're going to talk about how to be a better person. So I hope that this video will be very interesting and helpful because I'm going to answer on some of the questions that I got under my videos. So let's start. The first one is very interesting and I'd like to start with this one. I've got an idea for the following video. If you would be a woman, will you merit on you as you are today? And I really like this one. Thank you for that question. So I would say that I've been always this kind of man, a person, if you like to, that wants to escape like the matrix, that wants to do something different. And this is why I'm like 31 years old. I used to date with many girls. You know, I've had like very long relationship or a short relationship, stuff like that. But I don't want to be married in the next 3 to 5 years, I would say. I know that time flies very, very fast, right, to be honest. But I know some people, I'm talking about my friends, you know, these guys, they have been in a relationship for a very long time. They have kids, they have a wife. But, you know, these guys, they don't look very happy. And I know what I'm saying because I asked them many times. And I keep asking them if I have this opportunity, like, hey, are you happy being a husband? Are you happy, you know, having this kids and having this job? But, you know, this kind of questions, because it's really interesting for me. Some of my friends, they have kids, 16, 18, 20 years old. You know, I'm like 31 years old. So it's like a huge difference, right? It's like a next generation, I would say. But I would say that I'm not ready yet. And if I found a girl, I would have to say her like, okay, I'm not ready yet because, you know, I've been living in America for 5 years. I'm still trying to build myself up. I still need to know how to be a better person, how to become a man, how to build my body, how to build, you know, my bank, how to make my bank, how to have a better life at least. Because sometimes if you start dating with a girl at the early age when you're too young, like 16, 20, 25 years old, you know, she's like the other person that you date with. And you don't have much experience. She's alright. You already don't understand anything. Even she has so many red flags. But I'm telling you guys, just because I've dated with, you know, different women, I see the difference between like a normal woman and let's say a whore or slut or just like promiscuous woman or like a very masculine woman that I don't like, to be honest, because I prefer very feminine women. Not like too crazy, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Anyway, going back to the question, if I would be a woman, will I merit myself? And I would say yes and no. Yes, because I full of ambitions, right? I have a lot of desire, like a huge desire to build myself up, as I told you, right? I'm not going to give up because I've been so many times when I've been broke, when I was starting from the scratch, and I never give up because I know that you just need to become a man. You need to know how to handle your situation. And just because, you know, your parents have been living on this planet, I mean, parents of your parents have been living on this planet for like thousands of 100 years. I mean, why would you be like the only person who grew up? It doesn't make sense. And why I wouldn't marry myself? Because I'm this kind of person who wants to build an empire. And this is why I don't want to live at one place. I just don't want to have just one kid or like 2 kids. I want to have many kids, right? And once they're just 18 years old, move on, go to the next place. We have to grow up another one, want to have a big family, maybe with multiple women. I don't know yet. All right, I will figure out. So probably there is no woman who wants to do something like this unless I find her. All right, the next one comes from the same person, I guess. What is the best job or the best woman? And this is very simple, actually. The best woman is that kind of woman who respects you, right? She, you know, trying not to play around. She doesn't play games. She doesn't cheat on you. All right, she doesn't try to steal your money. She has a hobby. Even you pay for her rent, you pay for everything, for groceries, for utilities, right? You guys living together, but she has a hobby. She's not like, you know, this kind of woman who is looking for a sugar daddy. Because she wants to improve herself too. She wants to become a better woman every day. Because this is how you build an empire, like the real empire. And for me personally, she needs to be feminine and she needs to be submissive to you. Because you, as a man, you're like, you know, a hat of your marriage. you know where to go and how to do these things. But of course, if you need for advice, you need to ask your woman, because she's an egg. We have, this kind of lines in Russia, like a man, he's a head, but a woman, she's an egg. So if she wants to turn like to this way, the head will turn to the same way. Right, this is how it works. The best job is when you don't have anyone that you work for, or at least if you have a boss, or if you work in the corporate America, you feel happy. And it doesn't mean that you're just blind because you're happy, you don't know like the stones under the water or anything like this. That means that you're just happy of who you are. The best job gives you a lot of opportunity to meet new people, to generate a lot of money, so you feel cool. But for me personally, I feel like I don't want to work for anyone else. I need to work with clients because this is how you make money. You always work with some people, right? Whatever you do. And this is why I prefer to have a piece. Like I have an agency that makes like music videos, commercial videos, and content for social media. This is how I make money. And also I just started working on my personal brand. You're just watching this video. I really want to build my brand. And this is what I'm doing right now. So you need to find a way. You need to find what makes you really excited. And what will you do if you already had like, let's say 10 million, $100 million in your bank account, so you don't need to work anymore. Just think about it. And let's go to the next one. Next one isn't a question, but I met this girl at the swimming pool on my friend's birthday, and we had very interesting, very deep conversation about the relationship and stuff. So she said, a man with a goal and clear vision for the future is very attractive. I think most women want to find someone to follow or to achieve goals together. Well, this is how it works, and this is what I really want to see in every girl. But, there are so many girls that have no idea how it works, and I'll explain you why. The thing is that many men, they don't have any goals in their life. And this is what makes me very sad. Because if you don't have any goals, right, any purpose, any missions, so you live someone else's dream, you keep doing what somebody else, say you to do. Like you have to do this, you have to do that. This is why sometimes you work for like $15, $20 per hour, 24 hours, a day, 5, 6, 7 days, per week. You can wait until the Friday to start drinking or smoking, playing video games with your friends. You want to have a holiday, because you're too tired. You want to drive a very old car. I mean, you don't want to, but you don't have any chances. You just feel like, okay, I want to be rich, but you don't know how. So let me just keep working as a slave for somebody else. I'm not saying that if you have a job, you're a slave. Of course not, because there are so many happy people who work for somebody else. But I personally feel like, there is the matrix, like the government, the propaganda, you can call it whatever you want to call, right? But I feel like some people, they have the reason to control your mind, your emotions, and this is why sometimes these people around you, they're trying to emasculate you as a man. Because if you have testosterone, a huge testosterone, like a big level of testosterone, you really want to go somewhere in the middle of square and start saying them, okay, fuck no, hell no, I'm not gonna do anything like that. I have my personal opinion. I'm going to do, the thing that's important to me, not for you. But there is this syndrome called the nice guy syndrome, when you're just trying to please people, to get their approval, like you're a good boy. And it has never worked for me. I never been this kind of person, because the only person that I think about is myself. And this is why she said that man needs to have a goal and a clear vision for the future, because this is what makes him very attractive. If you guys just keep asking like how to make women chase me, how to make women like me, you just need to become a better man. I mean, start watching other videos on my YouTube channel, because this is what I usually do. I try to help men to become more masculine, to more confident, because some guys, they just never understand it. Like, let me just give her a lot of attention, a lot of flowers, like gifts, like stupid bullshit that never works. No, man, you need to have the clear vision, right, of the future. You need to build yourself up as a man. You need to become stronger, more confident, less emotional, and just keep working on yourself. This is how I attract women. All right, let's do the last one. Women need men just as much today as before. Men need women as well. And I've got this comment under the video that's called why modern women don't need men anymore. And the reason why I'm saying this, because every time when you just go outside, you see this weak, very emotional, very soft man. They have never been to the gym. They don't have any boundaries. They have no idea how to say no. They don't want to be very responsible. They want to keep chasing women, put, a woman on the pedestal, or sometimes, the authors on YouTube say, put a pussy on the pedestal if you'd like to. But what I'm trying to say is that if you just keep living someone else's dream, this is very bad. But this is what a lot of guys just don't understand. The reason why they emasculate you, because they want to control you. They want to control your life. They want to control your emotions. They want to control your thoughts. Because this is very easy. If the government, if the matrix or propaganda, some rich people or whatever, they want to control you. And this is why sometimes you need to isolate yourself from this kind of people. You just feel like, okay, for some reason they just want to control my life. Because otherwise, if you're strong enough, if you're confident enough, if you have, again, this testosterone level, if you're a man, and if you're just smart enough, you don't want to be controlled by anyone else. I mean, if you're a normal person, if you're a healthy person. And this is why I'm so happy to see the comments like this, that women need men just as much today as before. And, some people told me like, okay, Ari, you need to go to, to Texas or to different state, because in California people are different. I mean, I have nothing against LGBT, unless it's just a huge propaganda here. At least it's too dangerous for me or for my family, right? Because I want to protect my family. I don't want to be like those people who are controlled by the government or anything else, right? But again, this is what I see, that there are so many guys, men, they're too feminine, and they feel like, okay, let's be emotional, let's be weak, let's never go to the gym or anything like this. Let's just eat the junk food, watching the news. The propaganda knows much more than I do, and it just doesn't work for me. Alright guys, I hope that you really like watching this video. If so, put a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And yeah, if you have any question, just let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you guys next time. Всем пока.